Everyone, thanks for tuning in to Drew Drives. Today, let's go for a quick drive in this 2023 Cadillac CT5-V. The CT5-V has a 3.6-liter twin-turbo V6 with 360 horsepower. Stark difference from the CT5-V Blackwing, which has literally almost twice the horsepower, but this car is also twice the cost. It's a nice car right here. You have heated and ventilated seats. I really like how the key is the same color as the brake caliper, which is nice. I think that's a cool touch. You have wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto in the new facelifted CT5 for the 2025 model year. It's a full screen with the gauge cluster, and the screen is all one, which you can find in a lot of the newer Cadillac products like the Escalade and even the XT4 and such. This has the Bose Performance Series sound system. You have, it appears you have 2 sunroofs. Interesting. And we're in sport mode. Let's go for a quick drive. So this car, it sounds pretty good, shifts pretty quickly and everything. It's fast. You have a head-up display, as you can see right there as well. I mean, the thing with this car is it's cool and everything, but I don't know if I'd spend $60,000 on it new. And then like I'd always just feel like I didn't get the coolest one, like the Blackwing, because the Blackwing is just so much more insane than this. Blackwing has 668 horsepower. This has 360, right? They look pretty much the same for the most part. The Blackwing, the front bumper looks a bit different. Interior is pretty similar, except in the Blackwing you can get way more aggressive seats if you pay for like the $6,000 massage seats with all the carbon and everything like that. You get black exhaust tips on the Blackwing. Yeah, I mean, this thing is plenty quick for sure, but that's just my take on it, you know? Impressions on this car: it's quick. I like the interior materials. They're not, I think in this car, like a lot of people, but the big complaints a lot of people have on the Blackwing is that for a $120,000 car, the interior materials aren't very great. But for this car, they're fine. At a $60,000 car, this interior definitely does feel on par with that. Shift paddles are made of a nice material. metal material. I like that. A little bit of pop from the exhaust. But one thing is that turn signal stock feels so cheap. I hate it. I drive a lot of BMWs, things like that. Much more used to nice heavy turn signals stocks from my BMW, but like this turn signal stock is a huge demerit. Like little cheap parts like that. Like obviously you have GM switchgear and everything, but the turn signal is a big letdown. I mean, something that you use a million times every time you drive the car, and it just feels so flimsy. It feels so cheap. Like it just feels so cheap, and that's in the Escalade too. It's such a bummer. But let's conclude this test drive with a quick walk around of the car. Here's your reverse camera. But the gauge cluster looks really cool. I like the gauge cluster and I like the head-up display. It's a good looking car. I personally prefer the pre-facelift look than the new facelifted CT5. As I was saying, the calipers are red and that was the color on the key, which is really cool. It's a good looking sedan. But anyways, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed, please consider subscribing, and I'll catch you in the next one. I'm out.